Bande Matram, welcome all of you. If I give, the mother's force goes with it. Sri Aurobindo clarifies. Most of the time, we have got we are in dilemma. We have got some confusions. The two forms as the shape of mother and Sri Aurobindo. In the name of mother and Sri Aurobindo, what is the actual relation and what is the consciousness existing behind the two forms? Most of the time we ponder over this concept. And one question to put to the mother, whom really we will call, either to God or to Sri Aurobindo or to you? Mother clarifies. You can call God as much as you can. If you have got to call, you can even more to Sri Aurobindo and even more to me, because you must know there is no difference between Sri Aurobindo, me, and the God. Absolutely no difference. They are one. But here we are going to have a discussion on two aspects, in two forms, two names. As Mother and Sri Aurobindo, they have taken the avatarhood. So here we'll see there are two who are one. Two names, two forms we have seen, but really speaking, they are one. There are two who are one and play in many worlds. Their work style, work atmosphere, work arena is different in different worlds, in many worlds. There are two who are one and are the might and right in things. They are might and right in things. Again, Sri Aurobindo writes in Savitri, there are two who are one as the secret of all powers. So, both are one and the same. There is absolutely no difference. Here, Sri Aurobindo tries to explain here. If I give, mother's force goes with it. Don't imagine that this is my force. I have never made any comparison or distinction between mother's force and my force. If I give, when Sri Aurobindo gives, then mother's force goes with it, or else the sadhaka would get nothing. Because so far the concept of is the Purusha Prakriti, Brahma, Maya, and Shiva and Shakti, he and she. When we describe these concepts, we find really Purusha has created all these things, but the Prakriti, Shakti, is the executive power. She is the executrix. She executes all. So here also, or else, if I give, the mother's force goes with it. If the mother's force is not going with it, then sadhak would get nothing. And if the mother gives, on contrary, if the mother gives, then what will happen? My support goes with it. There is absolutely no difference. If she gives, if I give, mother's force goes with it, and without it, nothing can be done. And on the contrary, if mother gives, my support, there her force was going. Here, the my support is also going with it, and gives it my light as well as mothers. So it is very interesting. With the whatever the Sri Aurobindo gives, mother's force goes with it. Whatever Sri Aurobindo gives, Sri Aurobindo gives, mother's force goes with it. And when and whatever the mother gives, then you can find Sri Aurobindo support behind all these things. And not only support is light as well as the mothers, both are embodied in one consciousness that have to be remembered. So it is two sides of the one indivisible action, two sides. It seems like this. Two sides of an indivisible action, one carrying with it the another. One carrying with it the another. It is the mother's force that give you force. It is the mother's power that give you force that you must know. With the mother's force, you can find your Aurobindo assent, consent, light, support, everything will be there. Absolutely, this attitude, this clarification must be there. And you have seen in another aspect, we have experienced what Sri Aurobindo really wants to speak really. That is a very great thing. The mother's consciousness and mine are the same. In another way, Sri Aurobindo has expressed mother's path and my path are the same divine path, same divine path in which we are treading, and we are carrying the people with it, sadhakas with it for the supramental realization. That is what here Sri Aurobindo quotes: Mother's consciousness and mine are the same, the one divine consciousness. Mother's consciousness and mine are the same, one and the same, and one divine consciousness in two. Very interesting. One divine consciousness in two, because that was necessary for the play. It is play, it is Ilaj. Already on mother's arrival, taking us descent, we have seen there. That about the descent we have seen about the descent we have the idea and ideology. A world's desire compelled her mortal birth. She has to take birth in a mortal form so that she can come and work here, do her all the lila. This must be equivalent and equally like a human being. So nothing can be done without her knowledge and the force. Whatever is there, nothing can be done without her knowledge and the force. Without her consciousness, you can do simply nothing. Simply nothing. Because all the entirety, she is the instrumental. Without her, nothing can be done, and without her consciousness, nothing can be thought of. If anybody really feels her consciousness, if anybody really feel her consciousness, he should know that I am behind it. So I am behind it. That is what you must know. If something really somebody would be able to visualize that action, feel her consciousness, definitely he will be able to know Sri Aurobindo is there clearly behind all. And if he feels me, it is the same way hers, same way. So both we are two, but our consciousness and path, everything is same. If somebody feels the mother and her consciousness, Sri Aurobindo will be standing behind it. If somebody will be feeling on the contrary, Sri Aurobindo and his consciousness, definitely mother is standing at the side. So the mother's consciousness is the divine consciousness, and the light that comes from it, from that consciousness, is the light of the divine truth. Whole the way, just try to understand who really the mother is. One who receives, accepts, and lives in the mother's light will begin to see the truth of all the planes, mental, vital, and physical. That is for the requirement of the time, and you must know, you must feel. Again, here in the course, the divine mother is the consciousness and force of the divine, who is the mother of all things. That is what to be known. Mother of all things. Divine mother is the consciousness and force of the supreme, of the divine. The divine is Sri Mother Sri Aurobindo's message is there. You have heard, I think. The divine is what we adore in Sri Aurobindo. That is what. And again, we are going one step forward and seeing. As for the mother and myself, Sri Aurobindo clarifies. As for the mother and myself, we have to try all the ways, follow all the methods to surmount mountains of difficulties, a far heavier burden to bear than you or anybody in the ashram or outside for difficult conditions. You can find battle to find, wounds to endure, ways to cleave through, impenetrable morass, desert and forest, hostile masses to conquest. Everything, whatever the reason is there, whatever the work you mean, behind all, there is a mere play or a lila, where we are standing at the same one or same aspect. Then we can go for another description. Sometimes what happens, the beautifully we have understood and we have of course seen very interestingly. Somebody goes, see he very big, great big sadhak goes to Sri Aurobindo and he decides to join the ashram. Then immediately Sri Aurobindo diverts him to the mother. That time he is a little bit hedgy because it is Sri Aurobindo's ashram. Sri Aurobindo is all in all, and that moreover this sadhaka, this man, when he went to meet Sri Aurobindo, there was a very close relation with Sri Aurobindo, and that time Sri Aurobindo is diverting him to mother. What is the reason behind it? Anyway, he had no option to go but to go. He goes, and the mother gives some work. Immediately he comes back, something the work to take to be in charge of this furniture session. Immediately he is not interested because his physical is not physics, his body is not permitting for that. He imagines that way. Immediately he is not very much satisfied, coming back to Sri Aurobindo and complaining, "Sir, I don't like what is this type of work is given." Then because of my physical condition and all, because whenever you are writing an application, no, you are providing sufficient reasons like this. What shall I do? Then Sri Aurobindo explains him, clarifies him. When mother gives the work, he gives the required consciousness and force. So I can't change. That is unchangeable. Whatever she decides, that is final. Then immediately, this man is in a very worried way. Actually, complains what is there, Sri Aurobindo, and he's blindly accepting the mother and all. Then Sri Aurobindo is clarifying: Do you feel she is my disciple? She is also my mother. Do you feel she is my disciple so that I can go and have some pressure on him so that her decision can be changed? No way. Not at all possible because she is also my mother. Here also Sri Aurobindo clarifies in his own term accordingly. Sri Aurobindo quotes the mother and myself stand for the same power in two forms. Mother and me. Mother and myself stand for the same power in two forms. Then deliberately, Sri Aurobindo's clarification come this way. You consider that a mother can be of no help. If you consider that a mother can be of no help to you. She will help in no way. Her help can never rescue me or help me if you can't profit by her work. Second condition, if you can't profit by her help, you would find still less profit in mine. If you feel you want to be profited by her help, you don't have any that dependency upon her help, then my help is still less. My help, so this type of means namrata, that humility you can't find anywhere else. This humbleness, that ardent faith, this is rare in the world. So again, I will try to quote you again. If you consider the mother can be of no help to you, mother can be of no help to you. Second condition, if you can't profit by her help, then just imagine and just try to recall. Remember, then what? You would find still less profit in mine. But in any case, I have no intention of altering the arrangement. This arrangement is there. Something is there. She is the mother. Mother quotes, "Lord, thou willst and I execute." She is the executive power. So I have no intention of altering the arrangement I have made for all the disciples, without expectation, without exception, that they would receive the light and the force from her. That is decided. I have made for all disciples, not one or two, without exception, and they should receive the light and the force from her, not directly from me. That is the way, that is the passage, that is the flowchart. From her, not from me. Be guided by her in their spiritual progress, not by me. That is what the prepared. I have made the arrangement not only for temporary purpose, but because of the one way, it is permanent. This has been decided, provided always the disciple is open and receives. If it is there, then you will be benefited, and simultaneously, when her force is going there into you, it is also mine. If you can be able to know the presence in your presence or consciousness of the Divine Mother, or vice versa, my presence, then you can find behind her consciousness I am here, and between my consciousness her presence will be very much prominent. Vande Mataram. Thank you.